What is good, everybody? A brand new season of Splitgate is here, which means plenty of new stuff to cover. An updated Abyss, some new game modes, and a whole lot more. Today I'm going to go through some tips that I wish I knew when I started out. I've been playing Splitgate for a while, so like all the way back in 2019. I've learned some things and hopefully can give you a couple of tips that'll make life a little easier. Starting off, mouse and keyboard players. It's very important to rebind your portal keybinds to something else that will allow you to move while you continue portaling. So what I mean by that is the default binds of Q and E. That's what it comes at when you first start playing Splitgate. And they're fine, you know, if you get started with them, but you want to be able to move consistently while you're portaling. And that means not taking your fingers off of the WASD keys. So what a lot of players do is they rebind their portal to mouse wheel up and mouse wheel down, because then you can just portal and move at the exact same time. You don't have to worry about taking your fingers off of important keys in order to portal quickly. Portaling is huge for this game. You can get away with playing this game without using the portals too much, which is kind of the beauty of Splitgate. But if you master the portals, you're going to have insane escape options. It's just going to improve your play dramatically. So mouse wheel up, mouse wheel down. Those are my recommendations for portaling. Additionally, I highly recommend binding the portal close to your mouse buttons. If you have some side mouse buttons, being able to close your portals is just as critical as portaling. So let's say I'm in a fight and I'm getting ready to escape over there. Somebody's chasing me. If I go through this portal and I close it, you can't go back through it. A lot of times players will chase you through your portals. So if you're leaving all your portals open, not only are you leaving yourself at risk, but it's also giving your opponents a very easy way to kind of flank you if you're not paying much attention. So again, being able to portal while moving, it's critical, it's huge, and it does matter with controller players too. You just have a few more options that let you portal where you don't, have to take your fingers off of the left and right thumbstick, basically. Next thing I want to highlight is the crosshair option. So if you hop into settings and you go over to the UI and you scroll down, you can change a lot of the crosshairs, and they've got plenty of options. For me, crosshair small 2 works really well. A few of them I leave at default, but plenty of things to choose for your preference. I really do recommend coming in here and finding some different ones, as I think the defaults are good, but oftentimes they block a lot of vision. One thing is the diamond. If you choose diamond for shotgun, it actually matches pretty closely what the shotgun pattern is for its spray. I play at 103 FOV, which I would recommend for most players, depending on your style. But if you can see here, it's really important in Splitgate to be aware of flanks. It's a very, very mobile game. Being an arena FPS, you're going to have people portaling all over the place and putting pads down. So the ability to see a nice wide FOV is pretty important. Same thing with sensitivity. I would say that this game does require some solid snap to accuracy and the ability to swing around quickly, especially if you're a highly aggressive player. Because like I said, portals allow for some pretty sick flanks. Quick tip too with your portals is if you actually aim your portal marker as low as possible, it's going to put the portal on the floor as low as possible. Let me find like a larger portal pad to demonstrate this. So let's put one there. If I portal up here, if I portal there even, you'll notice my character is not going to go through the portal. It's not just going to run through it. I'm going to have to actually jump through that portal in order to go through it. The cool thing is if you aim low enough, it's always going to put the portal as low as possible. Like as long as you're hitting the very bottommost side of the pad, then you can just literally walk through the portal. So when you're portaling, don't be aiming up at the tops of the portals. Just aim low enough and it's going to stick the portal nice and low so you can walk through it. There's nothing worse than this where you're trying to escape. Oh, that was just a little high enough. Where you're trying to escape, they're like even more generous. I wonder if they've tweaked that for the season. But there's nothing worse than getting stuck when you're trying to portal away and you need to jump. So yeah, I feel like they've actually made that a little bit easier. I could be wrong there. Let's talk again now about the importance of like portaling if you're a new player. I would say work on just mastering the sandbox first and then focus on your portals. I feel like when new players come into Splitgate, they think there's kind of just infinite options for the portals. And yeah, I mean, at the high level of play there is, but for most maps, there's some really, really common portals that you'll be using over and over again. And I'll show those here. So like on Abyss, being able to portal down into this room, because this is one of the main spawning rooms, and then also being able to portal back over into this room right here, lots of traffic. That's just one of those main portals you're going to use a lot on Abyss. The nuanced weird portals like some of these ones up here, or if you're going to start doing some of the cool like momentum portal plays, honestly, you're not going to see a lot of people using these unless they're trying to get really, I guess, tricky or cool or do some rad things. Oh, important too, melee in Splitgate is based on your momentum. And so if you're going fast through a portal like that and you melee somebody with additional momentum, you can one hit, like melee kill somebody, I believe. But if you're just standing and you melee, it will do less damage. So the melee in this game is, again, based on momentum. The default bind for melee is V as in Victor. Check out the new skybox looking thing here. Very cool. I'm liking this new art style they've got. You do have the option for custom games in Splitgate. And one of the things I recommend as a new player is you come in here and you can play with bots. So you can pick your map, pick your game type. We'll probably just do TDM, and you can select the difficulty level of the bots you want to play against. So you see here bot settings. You can turn on bots. We'll just have medium bots today. Stadium is a really good map to practice as well, as it's going to come up a lot in your matches if you're a Halo player, very midship-esque. So I want to showcase again some of those really common portal spots. This is the first. So if you're new to Stadium, it's 2 towers, just like midship. You've got kind of like a P and a carbine and all that stuff. But over there, it's the exact same. So it's one of those maps that mimics each other, right? That side is going to be the exact same as this side. So it's important to master this portal so that you can get from each side back and forth, flank some players, and then also to be able to portal up here. Very critical. Those are going to be the main portals you're going to utilize. Remember, it's very similar to Halo, so you've got power weapons, you got them on timers. Love the railgun. Being able to lift up like this is important too, so you'll see this large portal pad in both tower. Come through. So again, it might seem a little intimidating when you first start playing Splitgate, but there's just some really common portals that you're going to use again and again and again. Cool strategy as well. You'll see a lot of players putting portals down like this to end up blocking some of the common flank positions. So let's say we're dueling with somebody over there and they want to flank me. If I have my portal pads right here, I can't actually portal on my pads. Like if some enemy has pads right here, you can't portal where they are. They take up that real estate. In Splitgate, I don't know if any of the bots are going to put portals down, but in Splitgate you have 2 EMP grenades. So if I press the G key, I'll throw an EMP grenade. If these were enemy portals, they would disappear. And they have a really big area of effect. You can see when you throw it, it gets pretty big. Now you only have 2 of those on each respawn. If you need to use them to get rid of an enemy's portals, that's what you do. But it's important in this case to like put down some portals to block. You know there's enemies like down here on Stadium and they're going to try and get up here. Just place some portals. And they can't get up here. Like unless they come from a different sight line or something, they cannot get up here. So again, they might throw their EMP grenade and the portals might disappear and you just immediately spam those portals right back up. And you're going to be able to hold down this tower and hold down this sight line big time. Oh yeah, and you can shoot through portals. That's another big one. I'm bummed I'm out of EMP. But let's say I put that right here. I don't know if he's still going to be fighting. Yeah, he is. Cool. You can actually like see and shoot through the portal. Same thing, you can shoot back through portals. Please tell me there's a bot on the other side. That would be like the best timing ever. Come on. Your crosshair will turn red. And if there is an enemy on the other side of the portal, it actually, I think the sound effect gets louder and you can hear it. So do shoot back through portals, especially in team snipers. It gives a really substantial aim assist bonus. I don't know what it is, but you know, if they're remotely close to standing in the portal, it's pretty easy to get kills. So take your time, make sure that you're shooting back through portals if you see your crosshairs get red. And I really think those are the big important tips if you're starting out in Splitgate. This new season should be a ton of fun. They've got a new matchmaking system, so you're going to play far less bots. You're going to play more people around your skill level a lot quicker, which is pretty exciting. And just have fun. This is honestly one of the most fun FPS games out there right now. And if you guys have ideas for other tips or questions you'd like to see, let me know. I would love to, and we'll be covering the game more as the next few weeks go by. So thanks for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day. Like the video if it was helpful, and we'll see you again in the next one.